All right, welcome back, everybody. This is my US 30 1-minute scalping strategy. I did try it on the 5 and the 10-minute time frames. It didn't work as well as I wanted it to, so that's why we're just going to run it on the 1-minute time frame as a scalping strategy. For this strategy, I would recommend just basic knowledge and how to use support and resistance lines, which I will be teaching you in this video, because this strategy does respect a lot of the support and resistance lines. But if everyone could like, comment, share the video, it does help this get out to people who might need this strategy. Now, it does run at an 86% win rate, winning 82 out of 95 trades, and this is on the 1-minute time frame. So I'm just going to give you a little overview on how to use it. Now, for the indicators, simple, just running Lux, and it's using the PPsignal. Only 2 indicators in this strategy, no need to make it overcomplicated or anything. You can use the Lux oscillator if you want to, but it's honestly is really not needed, because just drawing support and resistance lines and the PPsignal will kind of take the place of that Lux oscillator. So there's really no need for that in this strategy. Here are the settings for this one. Length is at 300. I had to kind of up the length just because the PPsignal was kind of fluctuating a lot with the volatility, so it was giving more false signals. So that's the main reason the PPsignal is a little bit higher than regular. And just like with any strategy, the PPsignal is my main trend following strategy, trend following indicator, just because a lot of times it does gauge the tops and bottoms, and a lot of times pairs will respect it, as in it will reverse off of the PPsignal and you can get a better entry. And this will happen throughout the whole strategy. When you go and back test it, you will see for yourself that it does use the PPsignal as a reversal area a lot of the times. Now, Lux Algo, I tried it on Contrarian and I almost used it on this mode, but it just didn't perform as well. So we're just going to go with confirmation. Sensitivities at 50. Oh, changed it on accident. Sensitivities at 50 and confirmation signals is at 50 also. Those are the only 2 settings you will need to change. Now, getting into how to trade it. So this strategy doesn't really provide a lot of signals in a way where, and the reason I had to do that is because stuff like this. Now, I was getting a lot of entries in consolidation like this, which is horrible, because usually you're going to lose those almost instantly, especially on the 1-minute time frame. On the 1-minute time frame, I just need to enter as soon as possible, and then it just shoot in its direction, which is the reason why I'm in love with this strategy here. My bots have pretty much been trading for it for me pretty much automatically since January. So I've been kind of looking for something else that I could also day trade on the side. And I'm definitely going to go with this one. Now, stuff like this, as you can see, it literally enters you and then just shoots up. A lot of times, as soon as the signal happens, get directly in. You could have got in at this PPsignal, but I wouldn't recommend it, just because, as you can see, just following the PPsignal, there are a lot of false signals, and that's why you can't use just the PPsignal by itself. Now, just following off of this right here, this proves my exact point. We hopped in right here, and there's no need for a big stop loss, because like I said, it enters and then it just goes. We could have entered at this reversal to the PPsignal and this one. I would actually use the PPsignal as a re-entry, but I would be careful. And the way I would use it as a re-entry is, instead of just blindly following the PPsignal, I would pull out the horizontal line right here. And I love the horizontal line just because it plots the line across the whole chart, not just the box. But I would go back and I would draw the box around this like this, just so you can get an area, because support and resistance isn't a line, it's an area. So if you can visually see it, it will help you. I know a lot of y'all try not to actually draw it, but drawing it and visually seeing it will help you extremely. Now, as we can see, it's respecting it. I count these as touches just because, like I said, it's an area. So if it's close to the area, it's counted. So that's all we need to know. As soon as you draw your horizontal line, just go back and back test it to see if it's respected, like right here. We're just going to plot our little line right here, and we're just going to go back and see if it's respected, is stuffing, reversing off of it, and that's happening. Now, like I said, only use the PPsignal as a reversal tool with support and resistance lines. If you do, you can follow the PPsignal alone without using support and resistance, but you'll get into a lot of sometimes towards the end of a trend, you'll get into a false entry, which isn't very good. So if you could just simply right here, we would have got into this trade just simple. It just gives you a bit more confirmation. This is a perfect entry, re-entry just off this trade. Simple as that. Took 10 seconds to find that. Now, that's the beauty of this, the strategies that I post. They're simple, they're easy, anybody could do it. It's not hard. I encourage you to backtest this strategy, as all of my strategies do perform as well as I say they do. And the reason I would recommend a low spread broker is for things like this. This is scalping, and we could have won this trade with a pretty tight take profit, but the only reason we would have knew about it is the support and resistance lines. So please draw your support and resistance lines right here. As you can see, it lines up and it's respected. That's all we need to know. So simple strategy, easy, nothing more to it.